Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Crypto Warehouse. My name is Mike, and today we are going to have a look at XRP, Arbitrum, Doge. We're going to look at some news. Gary Gensler has made the headlines again. Dunhill, Melody Rug, possibly, and we're finishing with our quiz. That's the lineup for today. It's 11 AM Central European. It's probably a lot earlier or a lot later wherever you are. It's the 13th of September. This month is flying past. It's going to be October and Halloween before we know it. So this is the new format that we're going to be doing a few times a week. And the new format is more to do with showing you a bit of information about coins and then doing the TA on those coins. Why are we going to do this? Because we want to break up. We want to break it up. We want to have a bit more variety to the show. We don't just want to focus on the news. We don't want to sit here reading the news all day and moaning about people. So what we're going to do is when we talk about XRP, Arbitrum, Doge, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever it might be, whatever we decide to talk about, we are going to put an article in first and then we're going to come in with the TA. It's a lot easier to do articles and it's a lot easier to do TA. it's not so easy to do the articles and the TA together. So we're going to give it a crack. Why not? The reason we do this is lots of people that watch the show are brand new to crypto. So when people are giving advice on Arbitrum or XRP or DOGE, they might never have heard of those tokens before. So we're going to take a look at something that's happened in the last couple of weeks to do with those tokens, put it at the beginning, and then we're going to do the TA. So before I begin, can I ask you all to please like and follow and subscribe and whatever it is that you can do wherever you are watching from. It helps us grow the channel. We are trying to grow the channel. We're approaching some milestones. And those milestones will be announced in due course, but we are very close on certain platforms. So before I begin, a big shout out to Web3 Superstar for joining us this morning. Mohammed, welcome. Good morning, Munaya. Welcome to the show. Roy, nice to see you all here. And Tariq, welcome back, Tariq. So we did some TA for Tariq yesterday. Remember, if you want TA on any token, drop the name of the token into chat, and at some point towards the end of the show, we will take a look at that token for you. That is pretty much it. Right, so without further ado, let's move on and have a quick look at the markets. The volume is 35 billion. It's up a touch. Market cap is still just over a trillion at 1.04 trillion. That's been kind of doing the rounds. I did tweet out yesterday there was a fault on CoinMarketCap and it was down to 490 billion, which scared the bejesus out of me when I woke up and saw that we'd lost 50% of the market cap in the 1 hour nap that I had. Bitcoin dominance is now starting to creep up. We've been at 48.7, 48.8 for a good few weeks. We broke 49 yesterday. We're at 49.1 today. Ethereum 18.6 is slightly falling back. If you look at the 30-day, you can see that most of the top coins have lost against Bitcoin. If you look, Solana, Dogecoin, Cardano, XRP, BNB, Ethereum, they've all lost against Bitcoin, which is helping Bitcoin increase its market dominance. So that's where we are with the markets. Let's have a look. Anything gained? Compound is up, Ton is up, VeChain and the imposters to Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash and SV are both up. I still don't see the point of SV. This was a fork off a fork. I remember it when it happened. I'm not a fan of these Bitcoin mimics. Obviously we have Litecoin and Dogecoin, but I'm not a fan of these direct Bitcoin ripoffs. Asta, Stellar, ICP, Nexo, Curve. Not many downs. Not many downs. So with that, what we're going to do is we're going to go straight into the TA because yesterday we ran out of time. So we're trying to get the timings right on this new format. It is a little bit different. So in fact, we aren't going to go to XRP just yet. We are going to go and have a quick look at Bitcoin before we move on. To look at XRP, we're going to go, let me update the menu, we're going to go straight in to look at Binance. Remember, wherever you are, smash the like button, and in certain instances we will drop boxes to reward you. Now let me just update the menu and we will get cracking. Also, before I forget, we do have a special live show tonight, probably about 8 or 9 o'clock, which is called the CPI special. So today the CPI numbers come out. We are expecting massive volatility in the market. So keep an eye out for that show. If you do see it, make sure to bookmark it and join us. So yesterday we went through where Bitcoin was with regards to the bull market support band. We explained that every time it comes up, and gets rejected, it comes crashing back down. If it does break through, it normally uses this as support, and then we're off to the moon. Now, yesterday I pointed out that on the daily we do have bullish divergence. What did I say and what did I mean? Yesterday I meant that we could see a move up here, this level being about 27,000. That is on the cards. This bullish divergence is quite strong, and it's on the daily. It's not on the hourly or anything like that. So we did have a bit of a pump up after yesterday's show. I did say that I think we were going to have a small rally, and we did. We got up to 26.4 maybe. Where exactly did we get to? Yeah, 26.5 in fact I think we got to. And then we retraced a little bit. So I would expect us to potentially either stay in this channel and kind of do this for a while, or we have our breakout, and our breakout should again retest this line here and maybe do this. But like I say, I can't see us breaking the bull market support band. In an ideal world, what we would want to see is we would want to see Bitcoin do this, come down, use it as support, and then shoot up. That's what we want in an ideal world. We're not in an ideal world. We have an awful lot of politics to contend with. We have the Fed, we have the CPI numbers today. If the CPI numbers come out less than predicted, we should see a pump. CPI, core price index. How hard is inflation going? Is inflation going back up? Is inflation coming down? That will affect the Fed, who will then turn dovish, which means interest rates could come down, which means risk on assets start to become more desirable. It's an entire daisy chain of events that we have to go through to get Bitcoin back up here to these numbers. Ideally, we want to be, by the end of the year, we want to see Bitcoin do something like this. So we want to be here, there or thereabouts, by the end of the year. My prediction, and I think Web3's prediction, is $32,000. So that's just a quick update on Bitcoin. Expect some volatility today. The CPI numbers have come out. What you could see happen in very quick action is something like this. So the price shoots up, liquidates all the shorts, shoots down, liquidates all the longs, and we return to about 26,000. That's happened on a few occasions. So let's see where we end up tomorrow. So that's a quick recap on where we are with Bitcoin. Remember, very important, this is a two-way stream. I predicted 32,000 Web3, and I'm convinced you predicted 32, 34, 36. Something like that. I don't remember you predicting 38,000. But it's possible. It's possible. I know that we did have our predictions were a lot closer than others. One of the chaps on the stream, Julian, I think he predicted 60,000 by the end of the year, and I think Hollywood predicted 30. So Hollywood might win the bet. And don't forget, I know it's very early, we do have an end of year awards show. Last year, I think it was the last show in December, we gave out awards to the best streamers. We gave out awards to the best people in crypto. It was a bit of fun. It lasted an hour. We dressed up. We had shirts and ties on. And we gave out the very first Crypto Warehouse annual awards. So that's still on the cards for December. And don't forget, we do have Halloween specials. We have a special Halloween theme that we used last year that I'll probably update as well. So in a few weeks' time, we might be appearing as Dracula or Frankenstein or another one of these mythical creatures on the stream. Good morning, Toybox. Thank you for coming. Nice to see you again. Nice to see some regulars. One thing I did point out yesterday is that the regulars, a lot of the regulars, have been shook out by the last price action on XRP. So we have seen a dramatic drop in viewers since the last Bart Simpson that we had. You definitely didn't predict 48,000 Web3. It was definitely 30-something thousand. So let's move on very quickly. Hello to Kadri over there. Welcome to the show. Remember, if you are watching over there, smash the like button and give us a follow. We're nearly at 30 followers over there, which isn't bad considering we've only done a few streams there. So please make sure you give us a follow. Now, anyway, I need to get on. So we're gonna look at the price action of Ripple in a minute. What is Ripple? Ripple is a solution for the banking system. It has just won its court case against Gary Gensler and the SEC. It took 2 years. Brad Garlinghouse won. We'll take a look at what that did to the price action. I made a video on XRP about 3 months before the case was won. I predicted we would get to $1, $1.50 maximum if they won the court case. We got to 94 cents and we retraced. I wasn't far off. I'm going to claim a minor victory on that one. So Ripple Labs builds its XRP token on a centralized system, but with the win coming, it could move to more of an open platform. When was this article written? Okay. In July, a United States judge ruled that Ripple Labs token was not a security when sold to the public on secondary markets. This is very important to note about many tokens. The SEC accuse Binance, accuse Coinbase, accuse everybody in America. They accuse them all of selling securities on their platform. In the 2 cases that I have seen that have got to court, Library and XRP, in both instances the judge has declared them not to be securities when sold on exchanges. So the question you have to ask yourself is, if those 2 tokens are not securities, and Binance isn't considered a security, and Litecoin isn't a security, which tokens that are sold by big exchanges, which ones of those are securities? Because on the whole, they are not. They are tokens. They are utility tokens that help power the network, or you use them on the network, whatever it might be. But the SEC is fighting a losing battle. There is some news about Gary Gensler that we are going to get onto, so I'm not going to go over that too much. Ripple was designed to replace the SWIFT system of cross-border payments, and there were valid reasons to do so. Anyone who's experienced the frustration of paying $45 for an international wire transfer that took 4 days. Now, one thing to remember about Ripple is every time a transaction is made on the Ripple network, that Ripple token, XRP token, is destroyed. That's something to bear in mind. There's a burn mechanism on XRP that not a lot of people talk about, but it's there. Some of the up-and-coming things on the Ripple network that I like is, number 1 is going to be staking. You're going to be able to stake your Ripple tokens and earn potentially a yield. That's number 1. And number 2, they are building out the XRP network to allow for things like NFTs. So XRP is going to become more than just a payments solution for the banking system. But also remember, when it comes to Ripple, is that the Ripple protocols are being written into banking software. So whatever happens with the SEC in the future, just remember that the ability to use Ripple as a bank is already in the software. And Ripple is going to work alongside banks. It's not going to replace them. This crazy idea that we're suddenly going to live in a bankless society is just not going to happen. So there's a bit of an overview of Ripple. There is some good news on the horizon. I think Ripple's going to do very well in the next bull run. Now I'm going to have a quick look at the TA, and while I'm bringing this up, I am going to drop a box in here. Good morning, user C3 DSG, welcome. Let me just drop a bot and then we will carry on. 1 second. Okay. that. So here we have good old XRP. For a long time, most people considered this to be a stable coin, the amount of action it had. So where are we with XRP? Well, if we go back a long way, we will see that there is a long-term trend line going back 3 years on XRP, which we have bounced here, 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 and here. So we've bounced off this 5 or 6 times now in the last few years. So irrespective of the court case, irrespective of the last all-time high, irrespective of everything, the fundamental value of Ripple XRP is that it has been putting in higher lows now for 3.5 years. So long term, very bullish. Now what happened with the court case? The court case was won. And there was a lot of speculation that they were going to win. So you look before the court case, we had a couple of moments where people bought pre case resolution. Once there. They won. The price went through the roof. What did we hit in the end? We hit 94 cents. Okay, so that's what I thought we hit. So we hit 94 cents and we retraced. Why did we retrace? We retraced very simply because all the people that bought Ripple at 32 cents had made 200% profit. So they sold, as to be expected. Now, given that we're on this long-term upward trend, and given that we have a bull market potentially starting a year away, are these good numbers to buy XRP? Well, my argument would be that anything in this range here, anything down here, going as far back as May 2022, anything here is a good price to buy XRP. We're currently under 50 cents. Where could Ripple get to? Where could XRP get to? In my video, I predicted somewhere in the region of $3 to $5. So you're looking at a 6 to 10x in the next bull run. You might not want to hear that. You might want to hear it's going to go to $289. But you have to remember something. There is a fundamental law that I abide to. And that fundamental law is the one about the market cap. So the market cap of XRP is currently 25 billion. If it was to get to $5 from where we are now, that would give it a $250 billion market cap, which would put it in excess of where Ethereum is now. People talk about XRP overtaking Bitcoin. Never going to happen in the short term. You talk about it overtaking Ethereum. Never going to happen in the short term. If you're looking at a 2-year event horizon of where am I going to get to at the end of the next bull run, I would say a $5 XRP is the maximum we could expect. And $3 should be somewhere where we look to take profits. $3 to $4 is where we take profits. Short term, what could happen if there is bullish news? Then expect XRP to re-attempt this here, which is 57 cents. We do not have an awful lot above that line. We have liquidity here. We don't have a great deal of liquidity. The liquidity is all down here at 38 cents and 46 cents. That's where the liquidity is. But if we do have a breakout, we could see a 15% rise. I just don't see much in the way of price action on XRP since this happened. I'm not seeing much in terms of bullish divergences. I'm not seeing much in terms of the RSI. The RSI is low. We should come back up. We could, if we see one last spike from Bitcoin to 27,000 today, we could end up here. So bookmark 57 cents. Bookmark XRP. That's where I think we could get to. If the CPI numbers come in low, we could see that for XRP in the next few days. If we see the CPI numbers come in hot, we could come down and retest. Now, if you look, something else, my trend line is sitting exactly on this band of liquidity here. So if we do come down, we're going to hit the long-term trend, which has been there for 3 years, which coincides with that liquidity pool there. So we are either going to look at 37.5 cents if there's a crash, 57 cents if we're looking upwards. And remember, I don't have a crystal ball. I am not here to tell you to short or long. I'm here to give you the two different outcomes. So Arbitrum is up next, and this is something which, to be honest, I cannot find an awful lot of good to say about this, but we're going to have a look. So Arbitrum's turbulent journey unfolds where the price plunges into oversold territory and a wave of liquidations sweeps through, all amid a resilient belief in a rebound. I mean, I've had to include this because the chart is, I mean, let me show you what the problem is. So we are literally going in nothing but downward action. That is pretty much what's happened to Arbitrum. Lots of people shilled this, I will say that. Lots of people shilled this on crypto Twitter, whatever you want to call it. So my issue is that we'll go through the article first, and then I'll tell you what I think. So according to an 11th of September, let's make this a bit bigger so you can read it, post by Look On Chain, an Arbitrum whale with a substantial long position in ARB decided to withdraw their holdings and transfer them to Binance. The data indicated that the whale withdrew 5 million ARB tokens, equivalent to 3.85 million within 5 hours. The whale then deposited that. Noticeably, the data also revealed that this whale still possessed 8 billion tokens. So literally this is being dumped by everybody. So data from CoinGlass revealed that the recent price decline in Arbitrum has led to a notable dominance of long position liquidations. The liquidation chart displays the volume of long liquidations reached its second highest point in over 3 months. Long liquidations, very simply, I'll show you what's happened. So the price goes up, people long. Price goes up, people long. All the longs get liquidated. Price starts to go up, we long, we long, we long, and we're all liquidated. So this is a chart born out of despair if you are an Arbitrum holder. There really isn't an awful lot to... There isn't really an awful lot I can give you in terms of a consolation. That there is, I mean, we are massively oversold down here, as you can see. All I can see happening is maybe we come down to here, which is about 70 cents, and then we do attempt to break back out at 97 cents. Which just so happens to coincide with this fib level. Long term, however, unless something dramatic happens, this is a downward spiral. The only thing I will say is nothing goes up or down forever, except Arbitrum. I think I might add that to the exception. So Arbitrum for me is not looking healthy at all. Good morning, Prince. Let me just update the menu while I am here. So what I would say is this. If you are a whale and you're playing with Arbitrum, what you're doing is you're looking You can liquidate two people. The people going up are the longs. People going down are the shorts. Now, to liquidate the longs, you dump the price. To liquidate the shorts, you pump the price. So how could I see a situation where Arbitrum goes up? Well, it's massively oversold. It's at all-time lows. There's two positives. The whales are going to wait for you for long Arbitrum. So they can pump you up a bit, wait for you to long, and then dump you down again. However, if suddenly there's 20, 30, 40 million dollars worth of shorts placed, what's going to happen? The price of Arbitrum is going to rocket because they will want to liquidate the shorts. We're talking about a coin that can be easily manipulated on the market. So my advice, especially when it comes to Arbitrum, is don't expect anything other than this kind of action, and it slowly decline over a long period of time. Don't look to long, don't look to short. It's just going to end in disaster. Something fundamentally has to happen to Arbitrum to get this to pump up. As I said, it's massively oversold. The price is at an all-time low. It can only go one way, which is up. And if we do have good CPI numbers today, where could we get to? We could maybe get to $1. I mean, it was at $1 2-3 weeks ago. So could it get to $1? Yes. If the market turns bullish, we could see that. But again, I looked at this yesterday because I wanted to try and find something that really just was on its knees, and Arbitrum, I can't see a way back at the moment. So let's move on to something a bit more positive, which is Doge. Not a fan of Doge, but I am a fan of Elon Musk, and that means two things. That means that anything that has Elon Musk behind it is going to be a success. Whether it be X, whether it be Tesla, whether it be Starlink, although Starlink did go down last night. I think all of Starlink went offline for a few hours. So I'm not too sure about that. Not sure whether we're going to have our Independence Day and the little aliens coming down to get us, or whether there's just a glitch in the system. Who knows? Now, the big news about Doge is, I was on a show a few weeks ago and I was asked to pick which token I would consider to have a pump outside of everything that Bitcoin does. And the only one that stands out to me is Doge. And I'll go over this article now, and then we'll go on to the charts. Reports have emerged that the world's richest man, Elon Musk, could secretly be funding the development of Doge. On August the 31st, the Wall Street Journal reported that Elon Musk has been secretly funding development. Doge started as a meme. Remember, Doge is the oldest meme in the world. Elon Musk endorsed it in 2021. However, in October, he said, "I have no connection with the Doge Foundation." One thing that has been pointed out is there is a huge Doge whale, and many people believe that to be Elon Musk. So there is a possibility there that he has billions of Doge token. It would not surprise me. The recent slowdown in the Bitcoin price has affected not only Bitcoin but also Dogecoin. It's down from its all-time high of 73 cents. Dogecoin, which achieved a brief stint in the crypto top 10 in 2021, but its value fluctuate. Elon Musk is involved in Doge and hints at potential developments that could reshape the future of its price and applications. So why am I bullish on Doge? Well, two things. Number one, the latest release of the software for X shows that there is a placeholder within Twitter itself, and that it is called Xcoin. Now, what does that mean? It means two things. It means they have built onto the It means that they have built a coin, not multiple coins. They have built a coin into X. They've called it X coin. People have suggested that it's going to be Elon Musk's own coin. He's come out and said that's not going to happen. We're not going to have our own token. He then said we are Doge friendly about X. Now, I'm not sure how much more of a hint you want to get from Elon on what is going to be integrated into X. The only thing which is holding it back, in my opinion, is the fact that it is proof of work. It's not proof of stake. Now, I've mentioned this before on the channel, but I'm going to go over it again very quickly. My scenario that I have in my head is very simple. Doge is going to switch from proof of work to proof of stake. When they do that, they are going to bring in, get rid of that a second, go back to where we were, and bring in proof of stake, which will allow you to stake your Doge tokens. Roughly at the same time, X Wallet is going to launch, and it is going to introduce Doge as a tipping mechanism on Twitter. This is going to be huge. It's going to be its God candle moment, and XRP had its own God candle moment. Doge is going to get its own moment in the spotlight. It will drive adoption to crypto. First and foremost, that's number one. Number two, it will drive utility for Doge. I can't stand Doge. It has nothing going for it. You look at what Shibarium is and Shiba Inu, and look at the utility that they've rolled out. Doge has had years and years and years to get ahead of Shiba, and it hasn't. And it is literally relying on being integrated into Twitter. There's nothing else going for it. It's a meme coin, remember. It does have its own wallet, but there's not a lot to it. So where could I see Doge going long term? This graph I made probably about 2 months ago. I said Doge won't hit 10 cents anytime soon unless Elon preaches, which he hasn't done yet. So where could we get to? Well, the first port of call is to remember that Doge has had a considerable fall from grace, as has most of these coins. We cannot compare it to its previous all-time high because everything is down from its previous all-time high. So we've got to look at kind of some local levels of where we could get to and what levels we think are achievable for a token that already has a market cap of, where is Doge? Where is Doge? 8 there. So it already has a market cap of 8 billion. So where could Doge realistically get to? It could probably realistically get to about the same level as maybe XRP or BNB, which would be a 3 to 4x from where we are now, if you take into account the market cap, that is. And don't forget, Doge is being printed into oblivion as we speak. So where could we see on this chart, where could we see some price action to? Well, the first thing we would need to take out or find is a level of support, which is here. I would say that is a good level of support. So somewhere, well, first of all, we have 12.5 cents there. Let's put that one in. Further up here, we probably have this area here as an area to break through. It's been used as support in the past, and it's been used as resistance. You have your resistance there, and your support there. So this level here is at about 16 cents, which is about a 2.5x from where we are now. So we're not a million miles away from where we think the price action could go to. Now, because of the size of Twitter and because of the size of Elon Musk, Marius, I have looked at that token. I can only talk about that token on certain streams because other streams I'm not allowed to talk about tokens that are not listed on those platforms. So I might do it tonight because tonight we are streaming somewhere else. But what I will do if we do stream it tonight, I will put that stream onto YouTube so you can see it. Yes, I have looked at it. I have talked to one of your chaps on Telegram about it, and I will put it into the show tonight. So I would expect, for argument's sake, 17 cents to be the first target for Doge, which is for argument's sake, nearly a 3x from where we are now. A 3x from where we are now puts it at 25 billion, which is kind of where the first target is for me for Doge. So when you have numbers that tie in together in mathematics, when you start to see patterns, that's when you know you potentially have found something. So I would not expect a God candle straight there. I would expect something like this. Something like that, where we have a pump, we have a retracement after the news. Bear in mind, everybody that's buying down here, everyone that's buying here is selling here. Now, because it will generate so much buying power, expect Doge to then have a second pump up. That's where I expect it to get to. For the first pump up, you could probably look at this fib level here, which is about 14 cents. We might hit 14 cents, then come all the way back down, massive sell pressure, and then we will be off to about 17 cents. On the show that I was on, I predicted 20 cents on the show, which is about there. So 17 to 20 cents for me on Doge is where I expect us to get to. And that is the end of the TA for this show. I'm now going to do a couple of articles. Remember, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure to follow us. We won't get anywhere in life if we don't support each other. And at this moment in time, we need support. Tonight, we will do a full review of the coin that Marius wants us to look at, because I do have the details on Telegram, so I'm going to do that. If you are following us on any of these platforms, please make sure to give us a like and give us a follow, because otherwise we're going to be stuck in an eternal loop. So, Gary Gensler. Away. Gary Gensler, crypto is full of fraud, abuse and misconduct. Well, I could have told him that. But one thing that Gary doesn't seem to want to mention is that every industry, every new industry that starts out is also full of fraud, abuse and misconduct. Crypto is no different to the internet was some, what would be now, 21 years ago. 21 years ago, the internet was rife. SSLs didn't work properly, emails were getting hacked, people could put flash and forms into emails. Nobody knew how the internet worked, everybody was being rugged, everyone was having their credit card details stolen. It was a mess. And it took 4 or 5 years to win over the public. And it won over the public by getting its house in order. So for Gary Gensler to make it sound like it's the first time that this has happened it staggers belief. We are always going to have fraud and crime where people don't know what they're doing and money is involved. It's very simple. Crypto, and one of the things we say on this channel is we're not here to make you rich, we're here to stop you from becoming poor. What I mean by that is that we make videos about scams to tell you this is a scam. Don't use this website, it's a scam. People will tell you, not your keys, not your crypto. Put your money into a MetaMask wallet. The second you put your money into a MetaMask wallet, if you don't know what you're doing, you open yourself up to being drained and losing everything. My advice, if you are a beginner to crypto and you don't know what you're doing, and you don't know anything about technology, you don't know how to use a ledger, you don't know what a Trezor is, keep your money on a top 10 exchange. I don't care what people say about these exchanges going into liquidation. They all have proof of reserves now. They all show you how much they have in reserves. It's important. You can lose your money on an exchange, but you are more likely to use your money if you're on MetaMask and you click the wrong link and you approve the transaction, and the phishing, everything that goes on around it is going to drain you of all your money. So keep your money on an exchange or keep your money on a cold wallet like Ledger. They're your two options. So Gary Gensler is stating the obvious. We know about this. But one bad actor like Sam Bankman-Fried should not undo the work of the thousands of people trying to build the blockchain industry and blockchain the community. There are, I would say, for every one Sam Bankman-Fried, there are 10 good guys. And Sam Bankman-Fried got to where he was by being the best liar and deceiver around, and having family with connections to the Democrat Party. I'm not going to go on about that. So, we now live in an age of electronic trading and generative AI. We've had dramatic growth in the scale, size and interconnectedness of our capital markets, with individual investors participating more than ever before. Further, there are other fast-growing economies that, if they can, may seek to supplant us. The Senate committee brought him in as a witness on overseeing the SEC. Multiple cases have been brought up against the SEC over its decisions on crypto recently, including its decision on spot Bitcoin ETF applications. Now, this is the irony. So he talks about the markets being full of fraud, abuse and misconduct. Yet, when BlackRock, when Vanguard, when ARK Invest want to create a regulated Bitcoin spot ETF product, he rejects them all. Every single one. So, is he trying to push the market down this route of fraud and abuse to make it look bad? Is he doing this to force the price down so his banking buddies can buy a $20,000 Bitcoin? What is the reason behind stopping these Bitcoin ETF applications? By the way, I don't think these Bitcoin ETF applications are going to be great for us long term, other than in price. I don't think they're going to be good for the markets because it's going to give BlackRock a massive, massive sway over Bitcoin. And if you look at what BlackRock does in other industries, they can change entire markets because they own such a share of those markets. However, that's beside the point. Gary Gensler is saying the market is full of fraud, yet won't allow regulated Bitcoin ETFs. Work that one out. Because as far as I can see, he's doing nothing to benefit the investor in America, which is his job. His job is to protect them and provide a legal framework for companies to work within. Right, let's move on very quickly. We're actually not doing too bad for time, considering everything that's gone on. We are not doing too bad for time. Remember, wherever you are, say hello, drop us a message, whatever it might be. Hello, Y-Baser. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you all here in chat. Right. So Dunhill, I'm not sure whether you can talk about this on in certain places, so we'll veer away from the words. The family office is investing through its Dunhill Ventures subsidiary into Liechtenstein-regulated VSerm Mocha Ventures. The great-great-grandson of business icon Sir Alfred Dunhill says now is the time to make a contrarian bet on crypto, just as the industry is languishing in the depths of the bear market. Now that no one is really investing in crypto and it's hard to get money, that's why I'm investing. I like to try and do the opposite of everyone else. The bear market sentiment right now is why I look to invest. The Dunhill brand started out in 1902, selling accessories for the new motor car craze, and soon developed a pipe designed for use while driving. I'm not going to read some of this out. So they're putting 3 million in to begin with. The money is going to go into a VC, Mocha Ventures, which is looking to close a €30 million fund and plans to invest in areas like DeFi and adoption in crypto rails in Africa. Very worthy causes. What I would say about this is, when old money, forget BlackRock, Vanguard, forget all of them. When old money starts to look at crypto, that's a massively bullish sign. And when I mean old money, I mean Rothschilds, I mean the royal families, I mean the aristocracy. When old money starts to look at something, that is more bullish than XRP winning its court case. That's more bullish than anything other than a Bitcoin ETF right now. Because old money is the money. Forget Elon Musk and his few $100 billion. Forget CZ and his $100 billion. Old money is unaccounted for. It's held in such wealth that it isn't even recognised. Elon Musk alluded to it himself. The richest people on earth you've never heard of. And the reason is that places like Switzerland and the UK and France and Germany and Russia all have old money. So this to me is a huge bullish sign. It doesn't matter how much the investment was. The investment has come from old money. So positive news. Now, something that has been doing the rounds is Milady or Milady. Good morning, Murder Wizard. I did the TA yesterday on the show for whichever tokens you asked me for. You asked me for a token the other day. I've done the TA on it. I think it was on yesterday's show or the show I did the day before. But if you have got more tokens you want us to review, leave a comment in chat with those tokens and we'll give them a cover. Today we've looked at Arbitrum, which looks dead in the water. Doge, I think we've said 17 to 20 cents if it gets integrated into Twitter. And XRP, short term maybe 69 cents and long term maybe $3 to $5. That's pretty much it for you in terms of what you've missed. Remember, I'm going to drop a little box now over here. Give me 1 second. But the one thing I did notice, and I've said this at the start of the show, is the last two drops in the price of Bitcoin have completely washed out a lot of retail that used to watch this show. So a lot of the regulars that were here 6 weeks ago when we were moving up, they have all gone. Right, there we go. We're going to get onto this now in a second. And then after this, we are going to move on to the quiz, which is the chicken quiz. And if you don't know what the chicken quiz is, then you will have to wait and find out. So, NFT collection Milady hit by a 1 million fee heist, legal action imminent. Let's make this big enough for you to be able to read. So, the Milady maker, we're going to call it Mai from now on, renowned for its anime profile picture NFTs, has been rocked by a significant security breach. An unscrupulous developer has managed to siphon off $1 million in generated fees from Remelia Corporation, the decentralized autonomous organization, the DAO behind MM. Charlotte Fang, co-founder, took to social media on 11th of September to reveal the unsettling news. She disclosed that the developer within the MM ecosystem had executed a cunning maneuver, jeopardizing Remelia Corporation revenue. Due to this exploit, the MM DAO suffered a hit to its finances. This primarily affected revenue generated from the experimental finance art project known as Bonkler, created in April 2023. In addition to diverting fees, the attacker targeted the social media presence. Very nice. In her response to the exploit, Fang declared that Remelia had quickly identified the individuals responsible. She expressed a strong determination to pursue legal action against them. Now, what I would say about this is that this isn't the first time it's going to happen, and it's not the last time it's going to happen. And if you ask me, I will tell you never buy an NFT. Don't go near NFTs. They are a race to zero. You will lose all of your money. The only people who make money out of NFTs are the very skilled NFT traders who know how to use the system. Buying a rock, or a picture of a rock, sorry, it's not a real rock. Buying a rock for $1,000 is only going to turn your $1,000 into $10, if that. There are projects which are successful. There are projects which have massive communities behind them. But as a beginner, you're going to be very lucky to find one of those projects. So as a beginner, I advise you to stay well clear of NFTs. NFTs like season tickets, concert tickets, train tickets are a different type of NFT. These are the graphical NFTs, the 1,000 NFTs based on some famous artist or whatever. Don't go near them. They're more than likely going to cost you all your money, and we don't want to see that. Put that money that you were going to buy this picture, wherever it might be, say you're going to buy that picture, don't put your money into that picture. Go and buy some Bitcoin. That's not financial advice, but if I was you, I would not be buying NFTs. I would be building up my Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Cardano portfolio for the next bull run. Now we are on to the chicken quiz. Now the chicken quiz is a game where if you know the answer, the idea is not to give the answer until the very end of the timer. So we're going to give you 60 seconds to answer a question. They're going to be, some of them are going to be easy, some of them are going to be hard. For example, we'll say to you, is Bitcoin proof of work or proof of stake? You put in POW or POS. Very simple. The chicken part comes when we ask difficult questions. We do the difficult questions because on some platforms we give away bigger prizes, on others you just don't want the people to guess. So you say your answer at the final moment to stop other people from getting it right. Hello, Siam. Welcome everybody to the stream. Sorry, I'm just catching up on chat. It's nice to see that we are starting to see some real interactions going on in certain places. So thank you for coming to the stream. Thank you for watching to the end. Don't forget to give us a follow. If you give us a follow, it helps us grow the channel, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to give you real information. We are real people. We do this every single day. So we would appreciate the support. So let's get on with this quiz then and stop me from rattling on in the background. So the first question is going to be an easy question. Remember, all you've got to do is put the answer in chat. This is supposed to be a bit of fun and a bit of education. That's it. So the first question, and remember, all the answers are in lowercase. The first question, Charles Hoskinson founded what chain? So put the name of the chain into chat. Don't put the name of the token. Don't put the name of the token. Put the name of the chain, 7-letter word, put the name of the chain into chat. Charles Hoskinson. Interesting fact about Charles is that he's been rooting around at the bottom of the ocean looking for alien artifacts, and he's found some. There you go. You don't just learn about crypto on this channel, you also learn about Charles Hoskinson and his search for alien artifacts. So let me know in chat, what's the name of the chain that Charles Hoskinson founded? And why is it not appearing on my screen? Give me a second. So the time has now ended. The answer is Cardano. Charles Hoskinson founded Cardano. He started the OKHK, something like that, which is the name of the company, or the foundation, sorry, and he started Cardano. The native token of Cardano is, of course, ADA. So unlucky. Marius, no. The XRP Ripple guy, I can't remember his name. It's not him. It was Charles Hoskinson founded Cardano, but it's not working for me at the minute, and I don't know why. I can't see correct answers. Right, next question. So the total supply of Bitcoin is 30 million. Is that true or false? Is the total supply of Bitcoin 30 million? Is that true or false? All you have to do is type true or false into chat. It doesn't matter if you get the question wrong, does it? It doesn't matter. Hit in reply. Type it in the answer. Marius, not even close. The thing is that a lot of people that come to crypto, they know the chains. They know Cardano, they know XRP, they know all of the chains. A lot of people don't know the people behind the chains. You know, a lot of people might have heard of Vitalik Buterin, they might have heard of Satoshi Nakamoto. Not as many people know about Anatoly, the guy at Solana, or Charles at Cardano, or Charlie Lee at Litecoin. I could go on, but not many people know the names of everybody. So that's why I do this. And I did start to make a series of videos on people in crypto. Unfortunately, it went down like a lead balloon. It went down like a lead balloon. Nobody cared. Nobody watched those videos. So I got rid of. Well, I didn't get rid of them. I just stopped making them. You know, people like Raoul Pal, massive Ethereum maxi, claims to have put most of his wealth into Ethereum when Ethereum was at $4,000 or $3,000. Not sure he did that. Congratulations to everybody got that right. Sammy, congratulations to Rocker, Medine, Khaled, Stefan, you are all correct. Well done. The answer is, of course, false. There are not 30 million Bitcoin. There are only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin, of which, of that 21 million, we've already mined something like 19.4, 19.5 million have been mined. So we've nearly mined all the Bitcoin. The other thing to bear in mind, and this is something that many people don't realize, we don't have 19 million Bitcoin. We've already lost 1 million in Satoshi's wallet. So we're down to 18 million. And I believe somewhere in the region of 2 to 3 million are lost. So I think we've got 15 million Bitcoin in the world, and I own several of them. So just put that into context. We have potentially 17 million Bitcoin to go around 2 billion people. You work out the numbers. So why do you buy Bitcoin? Because it's the scarcest commodity on earth. Scarcer than gold, scarcer than oil, scarcer than silver. It's going, at some point in the future, it's going to be worth a fortune. You just take a look at all the wallets that haven't moved in 7 or 8 years and see how much Bitcoin is held in those wallets, and I bet you half of that money will never see the light of day again. It's lost. So Bitcoin for me is always going to be top dog. Ethereum might overtake it in market cap at some point in the future because there's a lot more Ethereum, it's a lot more used, whatever, but Bitcoin will always be used as a store of value. Next question. Let me think of a nice simple one. So, what is the animal in the Dogecoin logo? Can't say fairer than this one. Easy question. We haven't asked the chicken question yet, by the way, so feel free to answer. What is the animal in the Dogecoin logo? Type your answer into chat and let me know what you think it is. Marius, you are correct. Absolutely spot on. I'm counting about 27 people so far across the different places have got this right. Remember, this is supposed to be a bit of fun at the end of the show. We do 45 minutes of TA, articles, heavy crypto stuff. Remember, just drop your answers into chat. It's supposed to be a bit of fun. Marius is correct. So across everybody, 44 correct answers. Well done. The answer is, of course, dog. Dogecoin is a dog. Eagle Wings, correct. Anish, well done. Waldorf, Joel, Tariq, congratulations. Next question. It's to do with Ethereum. And the question is very simple. Is Ethereum proof of work or proof of stake? That's your question. Is Ethereum, at this moment in time, is it proof of work or proof of stake? That's your question. Ethereum is, of course, the second biggest, cryptocurrency in the world. Currently has a market cap of about 200 billion. Sits in second place behind Bitcoin, has done for a while. Expecting it to probably get somewhere in the region of $8,000 to $10,000 in the next bull run. As I have said many times on this channel, Ethereum is going to be different this time. Everybody says the same thing. This time the bear market is different. This time the bull market is different. I know. But Ethereum is different this time because Ethereum has changed. Ethereum switched. What do I mean it switched? This time last year, Ethereum was proof of work. It then went through the merge, it went through Shanghai, London, the usual things. Ethereum is now proof of stake, and it has gone deflationary ever since. There are 300,000 less Ethereum than there were 9 months ago. We've lost 300,000 Ethereum from circulation. So it is currently proof of stake, and a lot of you got that right. Some of you didn't get that right, which is fair enough. Now you know. Tariq, Chevon, congratulations. Javisha, well done. Remember, this quiz is not to catch you out. This quiz is to Remember, questions are only easy if you know the answer. If you don't know the answer, you're not going to make a fool of yourself getting it wrong. The point of this is to give you a bit of added information at the end of the show. It's not to catch you out. I'm not here to make a fool of anybody. Marius, yeah, I know, Marius. You've got a 50-50 chance. That's the problem. It doesn't matter if you get it wrong. You now know. You now know that Ethereum is proof of stake. It was proof of work. It was proof of work up until the merge or the switch when it went over. So it has been proof of work for the majority of its life, but it's now proof of stake. So don't worry if you get it wrong. It's not about getting it wrong or right. It's about learning it's about learning a bit. Tariq, why is Arbitrum down if it works on Ethereum? I don't know why it's down. I'd need to go and have a look. The problem is with a lot of coins is if there isn't enough news, if people don't think the project... Two good examples of projects that are suffering. Gala. I love Gala. I think Gala is a great project. I love The Walking Dead. I love the adoption that having The Walking Dead on the blockchain is going to bring to us. But the two CEOs and co-founders are suing each other for $120 million. So the price has absolutely tanked. So a lot of the time that you see coins that may have really good technology or may have a really good roadmap, their price will get absolutely hammered based on something that's not technically wrong with the company. You know, so take a look at BitBoy Crypto. They had a $1 million a month advertising deal with Stake, and they sacked Ben, and now Hit Network have lost that $1 million of income. The company and what that company produces is still technically sound, but the finances, the infighting, the politics has ruined the company. Gala may never come back from this. Gala may be sold to a third party. But it's not necessarily a problem with the technology. Look at Quant. Quant is an amazing project, but the price action isn't there because it's so boring. It's the oil that greases the cogs of all the payment solutions in the world. It doesn't have the advertising budget, or it doesn't have the exposure that Ripple and XRP have had. So for me, I'd need to go and do some more research on Arbitrum, but for me, it's not always down to the technology. I remember the merger, I watched it live. I watched it live, Maris. I was expecting fireworks and nothing happened. Right. Okay. Let's ask one more question. I haven't done a chicken question yet. I haven't asked a chicken question, so what can I ask next? Okay. So the next question is a simple one again. What blockchain did Justin Sun found? What blockchain did Justin Sun found? Now remember, all you've got to do is type the name of the chain into chat. Don't type the name of the coin, just type the name of the blockchain. I think I now need to refer to him, however, as His Excellency. So His Excellency Justin Sun founded what chain? Lots of you are getting this right. 30 correct, 39 correct answers. Yeah, Shibarium went a bit wrong, didn't it? The coins ended up getting locked. It was a bit of a disaster. Which isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It stops the hype of the price. 60 correct answers so far on this one. Across all the people that have got this right, this is the best answer of the day so far. So the correct answer is Tron. Justin Sun formed the Tron Foundation and the Tron blockchain. Congratulations to CoinGecko Indonesia. Interesting name. Well done, Hogo Boss. Well done, everybody. Master NFT, congratulations. You are all winners. Remember, the questions are only easy if you know the answer. If you don't know the answer, the point of this channel is to do TA. It's to do some articles. We're trying to cater to beginners and slightly more knowledgeable crypto people. So we'll do an article and then we'll do TA. We'll do an article, we'll then do TA. We'll then cover any of the big headlines on the day, like we've had Gary Gensler today. Dunhill, massively bullish news. Maladi was a rug, well, not quite a rug, sorry, but more of a theft. And then we have a quiz at the end where we just ask some general questions. Now, we have run out of time. So what I'm going to do, remember, we're back tonight. We're going to do a CPI show tonight. We're going to do a special show. Hollywood will be joining me. We're probably going to do it about 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. So make sure to follow us and be notified of the next stream. The reason we're doing this show tonight is we're expecting massive volatility in the market. We might not get it. It might be a damp squid, a nothing burger. We might see Bitcoin drop to 25.5, go up to 26.5 and come back to 26,000. We don't know. So wherever you are, make sure you give us a follow and a like. We are Crypto Warehouse. We are streaming every day. And with that, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to drop a box. I'm going to say goodbye. And we will see you all tonight. I'm not sure whether it's going to be 8 or 9 o'clock Central European time. But I am going to add the stream now when I can. And I'll decide when that's going to be. But until then, thanks everybody. Thank you to all the regulars that watch. You're the reason we're here. We are here to make you, we are here to stop you from being poor. We're not here to make you rich. So until then, we'll see you later. Goodbye, guys.